Welcome back, guys. It has been a fat minute since I've even made one of these videos on this channel. There's a fly flying around and I've tried to get him for 20 minutes now, so if he goes, he goes. If he stays, we'll just have to deal with it. Sorry about that. It has been a really long time. I hope all of you guys are doing great. I'm excited to get back into the content. This is gonna be a little bit different than some of the videos I've made in the past. It's not necessarily going to be about a machine, it's actually going to be about a product. I have a very special package here from KemiMoto. I think they're called KemiMoto USA. I'll have to get that right. As some of you guys know, I own a tricked out Honda Navi, and we actually run some of KemiMoto's stuff on said Navi. They reached out to me and said, hey, we love your videos. Would you be interested in reviewing some products if we send them to you? So that is what we have in this box right here. It's actually, I did take a sneak peek. I think it's one of their batteries. I did not know KemiMoto made batteries. I knew they made saddlebags. I know they make little motorcycle accessories. They make license plate brackets and stuff like that. I did not know they make batteries, so we're gonna see how this goes. Any links I'll put down below as to where you can obtain this battery, where you can buy it from. Yeah, let's just unbox it. I'm excited to even see it. I haven't even seen it yet, so let's open this bad boy up. All right, KemiMoto. It's a lithium battery. What? So this is a standard AGM battery. You fill it from the top. You can see the battery acid. Fill it with water, 50-50, do whatever. Right off the bat, this is the best battery packing I've ever seen. So for those of you who don't know, sometimes these batteries come a little bit smaller when you go to put them in a vehicle. That doesn't mean you throw them away. It means that they're perfectly fine. They're just gonna fit a little bit loose. What you do with these, so let's say your battery sits in your vehicle like this, and you have all this extra room. All you gotta do is take battery packing and stick it so that the battery won't move. Like that. So when you get Tusk batteries, this is what they send you with. See how it's kind of like squishy? Obviously the battery sizes they vary. This is a smaller battery, this is a bigger battery. But I mean, this is gonna work a lot better than this is. I might actually have to cut some of this up and put it like in the Navi and the motorcycles. I might actually have to do that. But enough about that. I could talk your ears off about the padding. Let's actually get onto the battery. For anybody wondering, I already said a couple things before. Lithium batteries are way lighter than those. So it's less mass in the battery box, less maintenance than those. I had a buddy that had a battery kind of like that, and he would have to like recharge it and refill it like once a year. These you really don't worry about. The lithium batteries do a lot better in colder temperatures, like harsher climates, really hot, really cold. Those can expand, and then the cold weather literally drains them completely. So it's a little bit of a pain in the butt to have to maintenance those. These, you just charge them. That's it. There pretty much is no maintenance. This is gonna outlast just a regular AGM battery. But for those who actually care, they do give you a user manual. Look, safe use. And then obviously they give you the bolts pre-Loctited, which is pretty cool. So that'll be pretty cool to actually weigh these. So we're gonna do the AGM battery. This is just a standard battery, the one from earlier, with the hardware. So we're gonna go ahead and weigh this. 5.2 pounds. So 5.2 pounds for the stock AGM battery. The Tusk battery, I actually lost one of the hardware, but it's really not gonna make much of a difference. Little over a pound, actually. These lithium batteries are absolutely crazy. Is only 2 pounds, 2.4 pounds. So unfortunately, I was hoping that I could fit this battery into the Navi. but we are in luck. The 250 actually takes the same battery. It actually has a Tusk Lithium Pro battery. The lithium batteries are unbelievable, and I don't doubt this KemiMoto one is actually going to be very, very good as well. So we'll swap that one over to this one, and then I might do some real world scenarios with it, and then I might do a little bit of a torture test on it just to see how good of a battery it truly is. Okay, well, one thing that I never thought would actually happen, look at that. Why is this rusting? I've had AGM batteries that don't do that. I actually don't know why there's so much rust on this battery. It's actually like frozen to the terminal, so now I'm gonna have to get this off. And as you guys can see, this is all the battery packing that they send you. See how it's kind of like just like floating around in there though? I kind of hope the KemiMoto one is going to be a lot better because that just looks ugly, actually. I feel like this display is nicer too, because if you want to go ahead and check this, see how it goes blue, but it only does it for when you're touching it. Like, let's say like it's kind of difficult to get down in there and touch it. You can't really see. At least this one, all you have to do is just touch it, and then you can get your fingers out of there and you can like actually take a look, you know, and it stays on for 5 seconds, which is nice. So I do like that feature. You know what's kind of crazy is I don't even think we'll need battery packing with this because it's a direct fit. Timeout. Oh, wow. It literally, look at the slots that it fits in. It's literally a direct fit. Did they like know that or something before they sent it to me? That's kind of funny. That looks a lot better than the absolute calamity that I had of all the things like on the outside. That's actually so funny. Yeah, that actually fits super nice. That battery's not moving at all. Okay, here we go. It's a battery. Should start. Oh yeah. So we are out in the middle of the woods right now, literally the middle of the woods. There's a couple things we can actually do to strain this battery a little bit. One of them is going to be, I'm going to empty all the gas out of the float bowl in the carburetor, starve the machine of gas, and see if this thing just wants to crank, like just crank that starter. I did notice when I first started it up though, that it almost sounds a little bit higher pitched, like it's turning the starter motor over with a lot more power than the Tusk one was doing. So that's interesting. I thought they were just going to be the same because they're lithium, but it actually does sound like it's got a little bit more amps, a little bit more juice going to the starter on this machine. So it should be pretty interesting, actually. So, well, I don't know. We'll just have to listen to it. So all the gas is out of the carburetor. Oh, I didn't put the seat on correctly. Hang on. Okay. So let's see if she wants to fire it up. I'm not gonna turn the gas on yet. Crank it up, see if the battery wants to hold voltage. We'll turn the gas on. And then I do have one more thing planned. It's a little extreme, but it'll be funny. Here's the hard test. I'll do it with my knee, maybe even my foot. Wow, holy crap. That's pretty good. All right, we'll turn the gas on, give it a couple pumps. Let's see if she wants to start. Unbelievable. That's a good battery if I've ever seen one. Yeah, I'm actually super impressed. Verdict's out. Super impressed. Listen to that. Listen to the starter motor. Ready? Just listen to it. that high pitch noise, like even if I see how it's like high pitch, it's not like chir 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 chir, like it's like immediately starts it. Like literally tap the button. Just tap the button, right? We're gonna take the battery off the machine and we are gonna huck it in the mud, straight into the mud. I'm gonna go in, grab the battery with it still muddy, put it back in the machine, see if it starts. So I'm excited for that, actually. This would more or less be a testament to see if it's properly sealed, see how well the components are, sheltered from the weather and all that stuff. So I think this is so stupid, but I'm all for it. So let's do it. All right, well, there we go in all its glory. Let's see if she's properly sealed. Needless to say, I think we found it. So let's just go ahead and huck her right in, I guess. I mean, she's definitely in there, but she's not. We gotta do that again. We gotta do this a couple more times. Come on, come on. Oh my God. Oh yeah, that's actually gross. Let's just go ahead and, yep, okay. Oh my God, it sucked. Okay. All right. That is absolutely diabolical. Okay. Okay. Well, that's disgusting. Let's go ahead and just throw this right back into the four-wheeler. Yeah. This is what we're dealing with right here. Look how gross that is. I'm pretty sure I got some dirt in the threads too, but she's on there. So let's head to the console. Well, here we go. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, KemiMoto's batteries survive water and mud. Full submersion. So I like it. Works. This is absolutely disgusting. I almost think she deserves a wash. So let's do that real quick. Oh, she's all cleaned up. Look at that. I actually didn't know what to think when I opened this box, but for them to come out with a lithium ion battery and it has a battery level on it, it has multiple different ways that you could even mount the wiring for your terminals, and just the fact that it fits factory size, it's the same factory size, kind of checks a lot of boxes in my opinion. You get the Tusk battery, which, I mean, it's a good battery, but it is smaller. You do have to use some of that battery packing foam. Honestly, with as nice as the packing foam is, the less is better. It's better fitment. It's less you have to worry about. It's less shaking. It's just nice to have a battery that fits stock parameters, especially for people that aren't really experienced with messing with motorcycles and batteries and doing all these modifications. Like a battery that fits and looks and is the same size as the stock unit. I do hope that I don't have to send the battery back anytime soon. Again, I want to do a longevity test with this. It is June. We're pretty much in the middle of summer almost. So the warmer weather really doesn't affect batteries as much as the colder weather does. So I want to see really just how well these cells perform. The cold weather will definitely show that. But I will say though, the Tusk battery is out. The KemiMoto battery is in. For the four-wheeler over here, I'm gonna run it all year long. We will see. This does a lot of sitting. Occasionally I'll go ride and then it'll sit for a couple weeks. And if this battery was built correctly, then it won't lose charge, it won't discharge. As far as fit and finish, I would give it a 9 out of 10. The posts, I would give them a 10 out of 10 actually. I like the design of having these 3 different points to mount your terminals, which is extremely nice. The fact that you can check your battery level is an unbelievable feature. A lot of batteries have them. I feel like it's like standard equipment nowadays. Super, super cool. Again, the fact that this is stock parameters and it fits perfectly snug with minimal padding needed, it's such a win. It's so cool. So not only do these fit certain machines, but they can fit any machine as long as you have the mounting capabilities to do so. So that's what's kind of nice. They do make different sizes, I believe, but it is pretty much a universal battery. And again, huge shout out to KemiMoto. This video would not be possible if it wasn't for them sending this battery to me. We will just have to see what is next. I do have a few more projects coming before the yellow Navi is completely done, and I'm talking like nothing else to add to it electrically or physically other than just brakes and tires. Again, shout out to KemiMoto. All the links will be in the description of where you can find this battery. Subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video.